Hello, PC Guys here. Today we're going to cover the cut and paste command, maybe the calendar date in our Part 7 Linux tutorial. So we'll just see how much time we have. I don't want to make the video too terribly long. So once you sign in to your virtual machine, go ahead and click on Applications, System Tools, and the Terminal. We'll bring it full screen here. To use cut, we have to have a file with columns in it. We can't just use it has to have columns in it for cut to work. What cut does is it takes columns from a table in a file, and you can separate them. Say you just want the first column or the second column, or you want the first and fourth column. So what we'll do is we'll pretty much show you how to do that right now. But we have to have a file first, so this may take just a little bit, but not too long. We'll try to make it short and sweet. So cat redirector employee.txt, that's my abbreviation for employee. So employee tab, hours tab, rate tab, and total. And hit enter, and we'll do John. Tab. He gets 30 hours, rate of $5.25, a total amount of $157.50. Hit enter, we'll do Jane. Tab, she gets 40 hours, a rate of $6.50, and a total of $260. Hit enter, and we'll do Jim. Jim gets 20 hours. He gets paid $5.75, and a total of $115. And we'll do one more. We'll call it Sam. Tab. Sam gets 25 hours with the rate of $6.75 and a total of $168.75. Hit enter and do a Control D to save it. So what cut does is cut by default will cut a file apart using the tab delimited. So we just made a tab delimited file, and by default that's what cut uses. So what we need to do so it can use, say we want, if it wants to do colon delimited, we have to do a -D switch, throw it in there. So, but before we can do that, we have to make a file that's colon delimited, or you can do it file delimited. Either way, the -D switch will work either way. So let's go ahead and make that file. It's going to be another one. I'm sorry, this might take a little bit, but colon delimited. That's my abbreviation for delimited.txt, and we're going to call it the same thing. We're going to do it exactly the same. It's going to be colon delimited instead, or semicolon delimited instead of tab delimited. So hours, rate, total. Hit enter. You got John. Because as we all know, some files are not delimited in the same way. 525 and 157.50. I got Jane here. It's 40 hours a week. It's at $6.50 with a total of $260. And we got Jim here. Jim makes $20 a week, or 20 hours a week. $5.75 for the rate, and he's paid $115. And then we have Sam. 25, $6.75. Alright, once you finish, hit enter and do a Control D to save. So now we have both of our files. We do an ls, and we can see right there is the employee.txt and then the colon delimited.txt. So now let's use the first one we made it first, the employee.txt. So let's do cut -f. -f stands for field. So cut -f. Let's just cut field 1, employee.txt. As you can see, we only get the first line there. So let's just do something different. Let's do cut -f. Let's use 1, and 4. This will pull the first and fourth line from the file. Hit enter. There we go. We get their name and then the total that they made for the week. Let's do one more. Let's pull cut -f 1, comma 2, comma 4 from employee, or that's 5, comma 4 from employee.txt. And there we get the name, their hours, and then the total that's estimated for the week. It's all tab delimited. So now let's use our colon delimited file to show you how you use the switch D. So cut -D or tac D, and let's do double quote, semicolon, close double quote, and do switch F1 employee.txt. Nope, wrong one. Sorry. Colon. There we go. It's just going to pull the first one. As you can tell, when we messed up here on the first time we done it, we messed up, so it didn't find anything. So it went ahead and pulled everything that, because it didn't find anything that was not colon delimited. So in this case, when we did it the second time, now we have it right. Sorry that keeps moving like that. So let's do it one more time. Cut -D, double quotes, colon, close double quotes, switch F, 1, 2, and 4, and from colon delimited.txt, and there you go. You see, you get what you wanted. They are colon delimited, of course. That's what we made it do. So now, let's go over the paste command. So what we have to do whenever you do over the paste command, you have to cut things apart and save them as extra files. So let's cut. We're just going to use our tab delimited one for right now. Cut -F1 from employee.txt, then redirect it with a greater than symbol to C1.txt. That just stands for column 1. And hit enter. If you do an ls, you can see that C1 is right there. So now we need to do paste. Let's cut one more so we can add them together. Cut, switch F, 2, employee.txt. If you hit enter here, you can see that's our second column. And then redirect it to C2.txt. And we might as well cut one more. So cut -F3 from employee.txt, redirect it to column 3.txt. Do an ls. 1, 2, and 3 are sitting right there. That's what we wanted them. So now let's paste them together. We're going to paste them together in a different way. So let's paste C3.txt, C2.txt, and C1.txt. And there we go. It pastes them backwards. It pastes them any order you want to do it. We can paste them, column 2, column 1, column 3, any ways you can think to paste them, we can do it. Now we also can paste them colon delimited or semicolon delimited. So if you bring up the last thing that we did, if you hit up arrow key on your keyboard, it will bring up the last command you typed in. So if you go in front of the C3 there and type a switch D, double quote, colon, semicolon, close double quotes, hit enter, it will now paste them in that delimited field. So paste is good for a lot of things. If you need to switch files around, you can do that. So I think that's going to be all the time that I'm going to use for this video right now. If you like the video, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you guys, and stay tuned for the next one.